Hello, Bunters, and welcome to Topps Bunt University. This is the first episode in a series that I'm hoping to do here that sort of takes a new user, somebody that's maybe just discovering Bunt, and catches them up to speed on sort of what Bunt is and how it operates. So the first thing we want to do is just sort of explain the basics of what this app is, right? Topps Bunt is an app where users can buy and sell and trade digital baseball cards. So let's take you to the marketplace first, and I'll show you how you can buy boxes. Here you have all the different products, and there are some products that like Topps Chrome, Topps Finest, Bowman, all of those that are physical products that you'll see out in packs out in the real world, right? Then you've got something like this Halloween collection, or you got Plasma, Topps postseason base here. Those are all digital only collections. You won't find those in physical stores. It's just designs that are made specifically for the Bunt app. Now, I clicked on the Happy Halloween, the Halloween collection set here, and you can see that there are both diamond packs, use 750 diamonds, or coin packs. Additionally, they often have things like this where you can just pay cash, essentially, and not even have to worry about your diamond balance, but just pay cash to get a few packs. But so you have diamonds or you have coins. Coins are free in the app. You can get them a variety of different ways. Up here in the top right where you see the 1.4 million, that's my coin count. And in 2 hours and 8 minutes is what that timer is saying, I'm going to get another batch of coins. At that point, I'll get 10,000 coins that I can use for packs and things like that, right? This gives you the odds of standard packs. I get one guaranteed uncommon card per pack. 1 in every 8 packs, I'll get a rare card. 1 in every 40, I'll get a super rare. And 1 in every 300, an iconic. And you note, an important note there, this pack does not contain any legendary cards. Legendary are the hardest to get. And that's sort of, the tiers that they're going there, the rarity tiers, are a really important staple of the construction of the app. What's not listed here are also common cards, which are below uncommon, and then base tier cards, which is maybe another conversation for another day, but essentially these are extremely easy to get cards that are mostly used for scoring in the Bunt contests, which is a whole nother aspect of the app that we'll get into, but it is a way for your cards to sort of earn you points and then to earn you prizes at the end of the day and the end of the week, things like that. But first, since we're in the pack area here, let's focus on just opening a pack of cards, right? We know we're going to get an uncommon, and 1 in 8, a 1 in 8 chance at a rare, 1 in 40 at a super rare, 1 in 300 at an iconic. So we'll hit the button here, confirm purchase. It's going to deduct it from my balance up top. The pack opens, and here's a base tier 1 card, Mason Miller. Colton Cowser, base tier 1. And you can see on the right side, it says 1.0x. That is your multiplier for your scoring in the actual contests. Here's another base tier 1, Sam Hillard. Here's Seth Lugo. This is one of the rare cards. So it was 1 in 8 packs, and we hit one right off the bat. So that's great to see. And then the green here is going to be an uncommon. This is Jordan Alvarez. It is part of the Holiday Base Collection. And you can see on the right side it says 4.0x. So for him, let's say it's 25 points for a home run. For this card, that turns into 100 points. Whereas for this card, for Sam Hilliard with the 1.0x, it would only be 25 points. So you see sort of the benefit of getting these higher boost cards. So that's one pack. We'll open another here just so we get a little variety. And all right, we get a Jung-Hoo Lee, base tier 1. This is the base tier 2 in green, and it's a 1.2x. Jacob Wilson, 4.0x, Garrett Cole, and a Kerry Carpenter. So we did not get one of those 1 in 8 pack rares that time, or super rare iconics. Now, the difference when you go over to something like this premium pack is you get a lot more bang for your buck, right? These coin packs, you only get one uncommon, and it's more difficult to get a rare. Here, you get 5 uncommons in a pack, you get 3 rare, you get a super rare guaranteed. 1 in every 2 packs, you get an iconic, whereas here, it was 1 in every 300. And then 1 in every 18, you get a legendary, which you couldn't even get in the coin. So big. They're incentivizing you to spend cash in the app. And some people do, some people don't. You can absolutely play this app every day, and you can build up a fun little collection for free. Now, you're probably not going to you're not going to create a lot of value, a lot of cash that you can ultimately sell your collection for if you're only opening coin packs. But if you do spend time with diamonds, you can. There is money to be made on these cards on a secondary market. So Topps does not endorse a secondary market at all. They do have some guardrails in place to work against it, but the secondary market has been going on for a long time, and frankly, it needs to exist for Bunt to exist. If the secondary market were to be completely eradicated, if Topps were to put in foolproof guardrails that prevented people from selling off of the app, then why would people be spending all of this money, right? It would all just be a loss for a game that only takes place during the season and gives out mediocre prizes. So the secondary market is what drives and keeps Bunt alive. There is sort of this within the community. There is a little bit of a I don't know, consternation, angst between people that are free to play who only do coins and people that spend cash, with the free to play people kind of having this sort of, I don't know if it's jealousy, but something. They don't quite understand how the point of view of people that spend cash out of pocket and don't want to trade like their good cards that cost them money to get for the cheap cards that the free to play guys have. And there's sort of this angst back and forth about why won't you give up these good cards to us and things like that. But the reality is the people that spend cash, they spend it on pixels that they do not own, and that is an important concept to establish right here in video 1, is you do not own these cards at all. Topps absolutely has the ability to take your account away, all of your cards away, no matter how many thousands of dollars you spend on the app, and they have done it. We have seen it in the past. They have terms and conditions that everybody agrees to, and they are very easy to violate in unsuspecting ways, and Topps is not very good about being lenient about those policies. So you have to be very careful when dealing on these apps and deciding to put money into the apps, because Topps has and will take your account away if you violate their terms and conditions. That said, nearly everybody who consistently is on the app violates the terms and conditions that Topps has set forth, because most people who play this app seriously and put real money into it are also participating on the secondary market, which in theory violates the terms and conditions. So I know we just covered a lot right there, sort of getting in the weeds but it's an important part of this. I want you to understand up front that you don't own the cards that you purchase. Topps owns them. They can and will, I've seen it, take your account away. There's an account that's probably $10,000 to $30,000 worth of cards that got taken away from a user this year. And no matter what they do, no matter what they say, they can't get it back. And so keep that in mind. All of that said, this is an addicting, fun app. It is an achievement. It is a difficult thing to create and maintain an app this complex. It's a lot of fun to build, to trade, and to try to complete these sets and these collections and such. Okay, we've spent a lot of time on this one screen. I know we've spent a lot of time talking already. I don't want to make this video too long, but I do want to kind of just cover some of the basics quickly that you can understand real quick. So I mentioned contests before. So here's a look at the contest screen. Today is game 2 of the 2025 World Series between the Blue Jays and the Dodgers. In 2 hours, there'll be 2 contests that start. One has unlimited swaps, and one has limited swaps. So that means you load up 10 cards in there, and we can do it here. Let me show you. I'll hit edit lineup. The first batter should be Shohei Ohtani. So I will put him into my lineup to get started. Ohtani, and it's going to bring up all my Ohtani cards. And here we go. So we've got 12 and a half because we're late in the season. We've got really high boosts on things. We've got 5 of these 12 and a half boosts, 3 of the 10 boost, and enough of the 7.5 to fill it out. So we confirm that. And now whatever he does in his at-bat is going to reflect in my score, which then reflects in my rank. And I can show you what the awards are for today. We go to rankings, and then we go to prizes. Today, the number 1 award is this legendary Yoshinobu Yamamoto legendary card. I guess it's limited to 50. 25 of them will come out in this contest, and 25 in the limited contest as well. The limited swap contest is just like unlimited, except you can, whereas in the unlimited, once Ohtani's at bat is finished, I'm going to load up 10 cards of the second batter. In the limited swap, you've only got 25 total swaps that you can make. And so you've got to be really strategic about who you put in, when you take them out, and all that. So that's a quick basic of contest. I've introduced you a little bit to the store. Trading is another central element of this app. You can see I've got 2 trade offers here from the same person. Let's take a look and just see what they offered and get an idea. So they are trying to get what's called 5cc. Each card has a number right here that lists how many cards are in circulation of it. This card is limited to just 5. So far, 4 has been pulled. He's trying to get my 5cc Bobby Witt Jr., and he's offering 2 10cc's, a Nick Kurtz and a Roki Sasaki rookie. So that is an interesting offer. I'm going to think about that. The 2 rookies is nice, but I am giving up the lower CC card. But there might be more value in those 2 10cc's. I'm going to think about that. Let's see what the alternate offer was. So this is actually a different offer. He's trying to get a 50cc Nick Kurtz, again limited to 50, and he's offering this as 48cc Elly De La Cruz rookie from last year. So I decide if I want to do that or not. I do collect Elly De La Cruz, but I might also be trying to complete that Adios set for that Nick Kurtz. But I tell you what, for the sake of the video, we're going to accept this one. Just to show you how it works. Now I need to rate the trade offer. We're going to put 5-star. So we accepted one there. This one here. Man, do we want to take this, huh? Nick Kurtz, 10cc, Roki Sasaki, 10cc. This is anticipated MLB debut, comes in home country. So this is like from the beginning of the year, from March 19th. I think I'm going to take it. I don't really care about that width that much. Let's take it. Okay, so we downgraded. Nobody loves to do that, but that's okay. We're going to take it in that instance. Okay, so that's what trading looks like. Let's see. Is there something else important? Crafting is another element of this that we should hit on quickly. Crafting allows you to basically upgrade cards. They've got a lot of different ones now that we're this far in the season, but let's say you have tier 2s and instead you want to get a tier 3. You select. It allows you to select 2 tier 2s, hit done, hit craft, and it's going to create a tier 3, or in this case, I was crafting tier 1s, to get a tier 2. I now claim my tier 2, and it gives me this, who do we get? Michael Waka. Okay, and you can do that for all those levels right there. Okay, so we've hit crafting, we've hit trading. What else is here? Sets, let's touch on that really quick. Each set, each big box set like Bowman Chrome has various subsets within them. And within those subsets are also awards that you can earn if you complete the subset. So here, if you get all 14 of the max volumes here, then you can earn a Roman Anthony max volume award. That is awarded in, it says, rewards in 19 days, 20 hours. So I need to keep those 14 for the next 19 days and 20 hours, and then I'll get the Roman Anthony. So that is a lot of people. They try to complete sets. Sometimes they just try to get the most cards of their specific player. Tell you what, while we're here, let's just take a look at one more trade. So he's trying to get a 101 from me. These are very, obviously there's only one of these in the app. It's an amazing card, Jose Ramirez. And he is offering a 2cc Mariano Rivera, if I can say his name. This is an award. We just talked about awards. Somebody completed this entire gilded signature set, and 2 people completed it, and one of them got this award. And then this 5cc Victor Scott Frozen Fractors, what they're called. The value on top is much higher than the bottom value on the bottom. It's about a $60 Jose Ramirez card, and you're looking at like $25 or $30 on the bottom. What we can do is we can click here and we can look at his collection and see if there's something we prefer better. I'm going to sort by global count so we can see which cards have the lowest total global count, to see if there's maybe another, if he has a 101 of some type that we might be interested in. Looks like he does have plenty of 101s, but they are mostly Guardians. Yeah, he had 3 101s. Then he's got the Rivera. He has a lot of Guardians. I fear there's not really going to be... this Ellie Hidden Gems is something that's of interest to me, actually. That is a high-value card. But other than that, I don't think there's a lot I'm going to be interested in from this account. We're already into 25 cc's, especially when we're talking about a 101. But I may just throw him this Ellie towards the Ramirez. See if he wants to do that. I'll think about that. I think the Ellie's, I'm going to have to look up the value on the Ellie. That Ellie might be like a $110 card, in which case, that would be an unfair trade for me to send that. So I need to look that up. But anyway, this was an introduction. You got to look at trading. You got to look at pack opening. You got to look at sets, awards, contests. So a good general overview into what Topps Bunt is, how it operates. I'm going to go much more in depth on pretty much everything we talked about in forthcoming videos. This is just the basics. If you have questions about the app, feel free to comment below. Please make sure to subscribe, like, interact, engage, all right? Thanks so much for watching, and we will talk again soon.